Let's start a full arch case. I will load a case. I have previously entered the data. So if you have already saved the case before or a project, you can get it from load here. It's called Olum 4 full arch. I will double click and I have my Olum 4 case and we can start implant designing. So we'll go to planning. As usual, the software will ask for the CT. I placed my CBCT in the folder of the patient, so it's called DICOM patient. I will click OK. I have my CBCT, can adjust the threshold. One of the tips that you can do while radiographing is you put a cheek retractor here so you can visualize the denture here easily. Okay, it will make this easier. I will explain later. So after adjusting the threshold, I have here, you can see the radiopaque markers. And here I have the upper jaw and the lower jaw. I only need the upper. So I will do further clipping from here, clipping. And I will remove the lower jaw as much as possible without removing the radiopaque markers. Okay, looks good. And I can just minimize. I can hide the DICOM control. And this is the DICOM of the patient. And these are the radiopaque markers. I can go to the next step. Next. Now I have my arch curve automatically drawn by the software, but take care. The arch curve is drawn on the lower jaw. So I have to correct it and I have to move my cut here. Look down at the panorama. Yes, now I'm at the upper jaw. I will have to adjust the arch curve or the panoramic curve to fit the upper jaw. Okay. I can click next. Let me extend this before clicking next so I can see the whole jaw. Okay, looks good. Click next. Now I have to import the model, but in this case I should import a double scan. What is the meaning of double scan? I use two scans. One scan for the patient wearing the denture with the radiopaque markers, and another scan for the denture separate with the radiopaque markers. So two scans, one with the denture, one the denture separate. It's a CT through CT alignment. I just click next. Look into the patient's folder, the DICOM of the denture. I can click OK. Now I have my denture. I can control the threshold from here, surface threshold. If you get much noise, this means that you are doing too low threshold. If you start getting parts to be torn in the denture, that means that you are increasing the threshold. I need a fair threshold. So something between negative 132 and negative 150, something in between. And you can see here the radiopaque markers. And I click next for the registration. Of course, before clicking next, you can extract the mesh here. If you click next, of course, the mesh will be extracted automatically. But if you want to do some free-forming, you can do some smoothing, some add addition of material, filling any defects, and so on. Looks good to me. I don't need to smooth or do anything. I'll just click next. And now the denture was registered automatically to the CBCT. Let's see here. The denture is automatically registered to the CBCT. Look at the borders and look at the markers. Looks good. What if the denture was not registered correctly? I have to go back and start to do it manually. So you see, these parts are identified by AI on the software. If I want to put them manually, I'll just have to go adjust the threshold of the CBCT. I can remove those markers. Click remove marker. I can remove all of them. And I can start putting my markers separately. So now on the denture, on the right side, or the scan appliance, I can see the markers, so I can control the threshold too from here till you see your markers and start placing the points like before. Add marker. Look from different angles so you see that the markers are correctly identified. And I can evaluate. I can click next. And here I have the manual adjustment at the top. I can rotate and I can move. Of course, the registration is not accurate. This is manual or fine adjustment. I only use it if the PC, if the software cannot identify the markers. So sometimes I have to do some fine tuning for manual adjustment. So I can rotate. If I click on the left here, rotate, I can rotate. If I click move, I can move. I'll go back. I'll go back again. And I will click next. Automatic alignment, I can check. If I need manual alignment, I can just make slight movement here. I don't need. Actually, the registration is excellent, so I'll just continue with acceptable alignment. Click next. Now the software is asking me to segment the sinus. I won't segment the sinus. I will not do this. As you can see here, there is a sinus fluid. Segmentation will not be accurate, as I told you before in the first module. So I'll just click next and skip the sinus segmentation. And now I can start my implant planning.